Well, it wouldn't be a Chinese Dota tournament without two Chinese Dota teams, and of course we have them right now. Vici Gaming versus Newbee, game number 2. I'm LD of Beyond the Summit. I'm joined here in spirit by Winter. I keep on looking to my side. Hope you're here, man, because you promised us a year and a half ago you'd come to visit us in LA. Still waiting for my visit, but I'll settle for you remotely on Skype for now. Winter, Vici Gaming versus Newbee. Vici lead the best of 3 1-0. The admin started the game while the previous series was ongoing, so if you missed that game, apparently it was pretty quick. I have actual MOT notes on this, not just any old notes, actual MOT notes. Vici wrecked Moo, DP, and Hal Doom with Fenrir SK, FY Rubik, Black Panda, and Super Razor. Moo and Hal had no farm and lost every fight after 10 minutes. And then he says, I love you all.
Nice notes.
Yes, those are MOT notes. Very brief, very curt, very descriptive. But yeah, here we go, game 2, and could be a quick BO3 if they play that well again. Winter, how big do you think the loss of Xiao 8 is going to be for Newbee? I mean, it seems pretty huge on paper in terms of losing the leadership qualities, but in terms of individual play, I think most people would agree Rabbit was one of the best players at TI4, especially towards the end. And what are your thoughts on it? Do you think it could be an improvement in the long run, or do you think they've lost something that they can't really replace?
They lost something they can't really replace though. I think he brings a different thing to the team. Rabbit, like you mentioned, the personal skill, better mechanics. But he is not the type of director type of player. I mean, there's a lot of different type of player. He's more of like the more skillful player, but not the brains of a team type of player. I mean, I was actually expecting Hao to be taking over the draft, but didn't expect Banana to be actually taking the lead now.
And the bans are over and the picks do begin on that note. It's we'll have to see if they can carry on with and soldier on without Xiao 8. I think he might be coaching or still being involved in the scene in some way, like many of the other players who retired, but
life goes on, dude.
Yeah, life goes on. Brewmaster first pick. Immediate Doom snapped up by Vici Gaming, and we saw it on Black on the off lane. I mean, it's still... I think this Vici Gaming team has some flexibility with roles as far as they go, and we saw the Black Invoker, but I'm sure at some point we may see the Ice 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 Invoker, so I think that's one nice element they've added with Ice Ice Ice, is they're a little bit less predictable with their laning and their hero assignments.
You will always have that element in your team as long as that guy is on your team.
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, when you have RTK and Super, it's just like they're just much better at their set roles, at least it seems that way from watching the team. Like, we've really... Maybe sometimes we'll see RTK gets a 1v1 in the safe lane, but generally he just seems to be more comfortable on the initiators, tempo controllers, occasionally like a very aggressive hero like Prophet. He can play that as well, but you know, Ice Ice Ice, he does it all, and Super and Black are fairly flexible. I wouldn't say they're on the level of where DK was with Mushi and Ice Ice Ice, but we'll see. Maybe they get there. This is a sad game for Brew, though. I'm looking at Doom and Skyreth Mage Silence. Like, he is going to be sad.
The whole day, nobody picks Void. Nobody cares about that hero.
Alright, does that make you happy or sad? I'm not sure what you're saying here.
I'm just sad. I want to see some Chronos.
Don't be an emo. Yeah,
I'm not emoing. I just missed that hero after seeing that hero in pub every game.
I cast a great Void game yesterday. Aloha Dance from I forget the team. In Starlight Europe, you got a 5-hero Chrono and a Rampage.
Art Styles team, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, Art Styles team, yeah. Hellraisers. It was Hellraisers. There was a pretty cool highlight of it, but yeah.
Yeah, I saw the highlight.
It was I mean, to be fair, they had already won the game anyway, basically, but yeah. Nice Rampage to end it. Now the bans begin on the second phase, and Newbee will be looking for a support ban here. They removed the Sand King, and we have seen a lot of Skyreth Mage +1, either Sand King or Earthshaker today. I think it's 3 or 4 times now, so... Well, not going to see the Sand King. And
we need some stats. You need some stats for today, though. I think Skyreth has been picked or banned every freaking game. Every game that Skyreth. Every single game.
Haven't seen too many. It's been mostly picks. Like...
Yeah, bans, I think, no. Picks, yeah.
Do you remember the first day of TI4 when everyone was running Skywrath and everyone was winning with it?
Uh-huh.
I think he went on to have a sub 50% win rate at the event after like starting off like 60 or 70% on day 1.
You're not losing because of that hero though. To be fair to him, I mean, he does a lot as a support. He zones, he ganks, He has burst damage. The only issue he has is like he basically doesn't have armor and very little HP. And when an enemy has BKB, you're useless. That's about it. I mean, that's the same for every other support, right? Most of the supports.
Yeah. Newbee are gonna ban the bat, so again, it could be a carry Doom, it could be an offlaner, and bat is just one of those heroes. I guess the issue is if they get bat, they just have too much control for this brew. Like
yeah, like the bat and Doom. Like imagine a team fight. Someone gets, oh guys, I'm Lasot. Oh guys, I'm Doom.
And your whole team's like, hey, somebody help me, but it's like, no, I need help. No one's getting any help.
Then you need someone like Guardian Angel, Repel, Purification, help everyone.
Yeah, but you really can't pick that against Doom because Omni Knight's not gonna have fun.
Yeah, he dooms you.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Care.
There's the tanky cores are also gone for the most part. The Razor's been removed, the Death Prophet removed.
There's still a Centaur though. Centaur is still open for any other team. Like I mentioned during the earlier games, like Centaur's good against Doom. You can just stampede away after he dooms one of the target. Just bail your whole team out and just wait for the Doom to, to be over, and then you just take a fight after that. It's quite a decent counter towards Doom. Or you can get someone that doesn't care about Doom. A hero like Meepo, doesn't care about getting Doom.
I want to believe Winter.
Yeah, with Chinese teams, they never pick Meepo. Too bad. I'm being blunt, honest with you.
Yeah, I appreciate your honesty, of course.
In a relationship, honesty is very important.
It is. It's the only way to have a healthy and honest dialogue. Well, Bristleback is the choice. An RRTK classic, man, but
the Chinese team always do Bristleback versus Brewmaster. They think it's a very good way to counteract the Brew Ultimate because the Quill Spray does a lot of damage to the splits. And secondly, it's the Brew it's very hard for the Brewlings to kill. Okay, I'll just call them Brewlings, whatever, to kill the Bristleback. And do you remember the clip where, I think it was Ace, WPC, how he was getting chased by Panda and 2 supports and he killed 2 supports and he just TP out? He has Vanguard.
Yeah, it's a nice hero against this Newbee team as well because they just don't really have that much like burst damage to punch through him. So if he gets tanky, I don't feel like they're that well equipped to kill tanks. They don't have a Scarith Mage, they don't have a Shadow Demon.
Generally, you try to take a Bristleback down quickly with like a support where I feel which is good to take him down is Soul Catcher.
Yeah, Shadow Demon, Scarith Mage, something like that. But
the thing is, like, you don't have A is not very good at dealing with Bristleback, in my opinion. You don't have a good control. You don't have anything that kills him quick. Behold the Horn of Magnus.
Wow, this is a. I miss Magnus, man. I gotta say that is a hero I legitimately miss. There was a period where
Rubik is coming, dude. Rubik. That's Magnus. That's Doom. That's Skyroth Mage. So many stuff.
Yeah, okay, and he's really good against Mag, too. When he blinks in and he's winding up for that RP, you just lift him or just steal the RP afterwards.
You need to finish your story. There was a period.
Well, there's a period... Let me tell you a story, Winter. Once upon a time, there was a man named Gustav Magnusson, and every game he played Magnus, and every game they won. And then the hero got nerfed, and now nobody picks him. But one day, Magnus and his son will rise again. But today is not that day.
I remember there was one day I was at a rat cave. I was watching this
guy.
Rat
cave?
I was watching this guy
play Magnus in Pops.
Just kidding.
No, you're not. The secret's out, dude.
Just making fun of them, the rat cave. Actually, Bulldog actually said that, not me.
I just have this image of instead of like the bat sign in the sky, for Batman, there's like the rat sign above the house. Just like this bright rat shining somewhere over a house in Sweden.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of cheese at that house. Just saying.
I see what you did there. But yeah, Rubik, really nice pick for all the reasons you mentioned. I like that a lot for Newbee. And also good with H Apparition, another ranged hero, can benefit a lot from the Chilling Touch, and it just seems solid overall. They are a little bit light and like hard to disable here though, unless the Rubik steals a lot of good spells. So Pressure's kind of on him to me. I feel like he'll be their most important hero from at least this far into the draft.
Somehow a little bit of insight in my heart wishes the heroes were swapped. I wish VG had the newbie lineup so we can see some FY Rubik. No, it's on the wrong side. FY.
Can we swap the teams around?
Can you message the admin?
I'll message Daryl. He'll definitely listen.
Yeah, but Vici still needs like some sort of another. They can go for a roaming support or maybe a jungling support would be also good so that they can use the whole map since Skyruff does quite well to zone the enemy out. And Skyruff and Bristleback alone is already very good at.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're on the diet. Okay, they're on the what?
Support
Wait,
Doom.
What?
Support Doom.
What? Support Doom?
It's gotta be, right?
Man, Magnus.
Is it good? Unless it's that jungle Magnus shit,
No,
which let me tell you, that does not work.
I remember something about Gustav saying about support Magnus. He thinks it's legit. Sometimes I remember seeing him playing in pubs running around with Magnus because no one's gonna give him the mid lane and then she's just supporting with Magnus.
I mean, he's a little biased though, right? Like they're literally family, so I don't know if I can take what he has to say with more than a grain of salt.
Okay, Doom support.
Yeah, probably Doom. I mean, there's also the jungle Magnus, which I cast like 3 or 4 games where teams tried to make it work. It did not work.
How can jungle Magnus be better than jungle Doom? Can't, right? Jungle Doom itself is already very bad.
No, of course not, but I mean, yeah, I have seen it before. It wasn't good. I don't think we'll see it here, but
wow, Vici turning up the greed here. Did they actually win the first game?
Yes, they were leading 1-0. They apparently crushed Newbee, so
no wonder they have the balls to do this. They're 1-0 up.
They're looking good, man.
Yeah, just kidding.
So basically you're saying they're gonna lose?
No, it's just risky though. They're playing something very, very risky.
Okay, more standard draft from Newbee. They get the Morphling, nice kind of global partner for the Prophet and H Apparition. Really good pick-off potential around the map later on. Get your shotgun, and once you have that, it's much harder for the Clinks to kill you, but there's that period where Clinks might get Orchid before you're really online, and that's what he's got to be careful about.
I mean, but before that happens, you have to consider that Vici is running Jungle Doom, and the enemy has Rubik, AA, and a Prophet to TP in. Newbee can just play so aggressive early on that it doesn't matter if you have a better mid game or whatever, they're just going to crush you in the early game with the Rubik and AA roaming with the Prophet teleporting in. It's very, very risky. That's why I was quite surprised that VG actually do this. They're going to be really aggressive. They're giving basically Newbee a chance to be very aggressive early on, to roam around, to try and get them pressured, and the Doom is not going to do anything.
That's a triple tango pool, a quadruple tango pool for Super.
What?
Well, I guess he's going to win mid lane, dude. Are they expecting a Morphling delay?
He's gonna give it away. It doesn't matter if he has so many. You can't even use them properly.
Okay, yeah, he had 4. He's like, guys, stop.
FI is like, share some love. I'm the boss, not I'm the drafter.
Yeah. All right, let's introduce the teams. Newbee trailing 0-1 in the best of 3. Winner of this match plays the winner of Navi versus Cloud9 for a guaranteed top 2 finish and a spot in the grand finals. This is, of course, WEC, the first major LAN final after the International 4. It's a new Newbee and a new Vici, but Newbee only 1 player's change. Moo on the Brewmaster, Banana the Rubik. You've got Song Shung handling the Ancient Apparition. In the mid lane goes Hao as the Morphling, and last but not least is your new player, and he was a star on LGD. Played pretty much every core role to perfection, and he will be handling the Nature's Prophet. On the dire side, FY the Doom, that puts Fenrir onto the Skyrath, the legendary support duo. Not going to get caught early on, it looks like. Black will be handling the Clinks, blocking the Creep Wave. Super going mid as your Magnus, and Ice in the off lane as the Bristleback. And we're underway.
His lanes are looking really good for Newbee. They have the Brew atop, Mothing full mid against Magnus. He's going to do extremely well against that, and the Doom is already ditching the lane atop.
That's good, because this camp's going to get blocked. This camp's going to get blocked. This camp's going to spawn, but they see it. And this camp's blocked, so...
I was expecting a jungler, not like a Doom jungler. When I said that they were gonna pick a jungler, I didn't expect them to do.
Is he going back? Oh no, he's getting his boots.
No, he's gonna. I think he's. Well, I'm thinking like he might actually just try, because he didn't go for Stout Shield. He went for boots. He might just try to get a quick creep and just roam and try to set up a kill at bottom. Since Nasal Goo plus the Doom right clicking, they'll probably get a kill. But the ward actually already spotted the rotation. So
meanwhile, Newbee's making their own rotation. They did smoke. I didn't see where they popped it, but I don't think it was in vision of this observer ward. So. They'll make their way towards mid. And Magnus does have Skewer, so Not the
you
easiest
can
kill, but
cancel the skewer with lift. So if he times it right, still a kill. Maybe they kill the career. No. Okay, no, he can't kill the career.
the Doomling took the southern path, and that's a more difficult one. But they're also descending on Rabbit. Both teams are making their moves for ganks, but these ones are spotted. Trance are gonna see it coming, and nobody gets caught. So lots of dancing Winter, but nobody going home afterwards.
Yeah, but they know with the ward here behind, actually see like VGCs, there's no hero behind the brew, so they know they're rotating.
And Newbee's
They're
coming
go
up
into the jungle.
coming up a hill
Yeah.
into a Skywrath.
The Doom has what creep he has, so he has the at least he has armor from this creep. That's actually quite decent for the Doom.
Well, but there's Chilling Touch, and that's magic damage, so we'll see how much it helps against that duo.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna try their best. They're gonna go back to their own jungle, and then the Rubik and A will be like, okay, we'll pull one wave of creep, and then try to smoke later again. They have TP on the Rubik. TP screw on the Rubik, and how is gonna find a double damage, but his bottle is very far off.
I hate when this happens, because like you don't want to go back to the lane and then they try to go for the rune. But you want to get use the bottle charges, then bottle the rune and get a double bottle basically.
I mean, he didn't have mana though, so I understand why even though he has to sack a few creeps just to do that. But I think it's worth it since it's a double damage rune, a fairly useful rune for him in the lane.
Yeah, if he had like full mana, I think you just go for it sooner.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, if he has full mana, I don't think it was worth it. But right now, FY and Fenrir is just okay. We are not gonna fight this. Ice is gonna get spotted.
Ice is going in on Sangsheng, and the quills are stacking up. I don't know if he gets in range for this. There's no boots though.
He doesn't have.
But the quill stacks are gonna wear off fairly soon. He's close to being in range.
The Furin is coming in.
Oh, he forces out the rotation. Super even wanted to join that, but
he skewered up. He actually skewered in. Okay, that was actually costly.
Yeah, he wanted to skewer in and for a shockwave, but just couldn't get the range.
Looking at the situation now, the Klinks is gonna get back some space to farm since the Skywrath is at top end.
This Black is getting destroyed. This is not a good matchup for him, it seems.
Yeah, because he couldn't go out of the lane at the start of the first two waves because they couldn't see the Rubik and A. I mean, he has to play very safe, otherwise he's dead. So that's why he has such a bad CS right now. He's gonna catch up since the Skywrath is back in the lane, and Panda will probably pull the lane back with the creep arriving now. And Rubik is already coming all the way back to top. They need to really get a kill with the Rubik and A. Otherwise, the jungle Doom would ultimately get the better of the Rubik and A.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, it's worth mentioning Newbee are farming really well on the brew.
Oh, bottom lane. Rabbit might go down. Kill spray.
There's a TP available, but it's going to be too late. Meanwhile, rune's being picked up. There's also an engagement towards the top side of the map, but it's the Skywrath Mage who falls first. Rabbit, no more quill mana. They can't get the kill.
Oh, he didn't have enough mana.
Now mid. House hunting super. Even more action. Could be 3 potential kills early on, although the second one didn't actually happen. Super walks back in. He turns around and he pays with his life. He thought he was cut off. I guess he thought they were going to cut him off, but he was wrong. I think he would have made it.
Yeah, he would definitely have made it, but it was very costly.
Either that or a huge
round. Yeah, he's gonna take a huge route around, and just look at the Magnus CS suffering because of that. He only has 12 towards the 26 of the Morphling.
FY lives with 15 health, but his Tranquil Boots were just broken, and he's too low to actually stack this, I think.
Devour something.
Oh,
that was close.
That was...
Oh.
That's like stretching your feel for the game to the absolute limit not to die there. But
man, it's FY. He knows what he's
of course he is. Black is not having fun though. That is the downside of this jungle Doom. I mean, he's got 17 CS, but it's just he's not in the lane.
That's the reason why I didn't expect them to do this, because it's very greedy, very dangerous, and puts your team under a lot of stress early game. But if he actually manages to get a kill at bottom or something, get something done, then it might actually be okay for his team right now. Because Black is having decent CS now. ISS is 21, Black is 18, and the furthest ahead is the Brew. And Brew is like a few ahead. And the only one that's having a super good time is the Morphling, because Magnus was under a lot of pressure from the Rubik and A early on. That's why the Morph had a good start.
I love how even though it's a 4-position Doom, they're still roaming. FY and Fenrir just do not like to sit back in the laning stage.
He doesn't have a choice though, to be honest, because if he sits and farm, his team will get all the lanes will be under too much pressure. He needs to get something like at least help them avoid the gang or control the rune. do something to help them maintain control over the map.
Yeah, and he's actually got a decent ganking creep with the Thunderclap, and they've got concussive shots so he can get in close for that. They
Top
could dive
lane, are they
bottom.
gonna come in? Top lane? They're coming with the Prophet to try and take down the tower though.
Yeah, they wanted to go on bottom as well onto that Prophet, but he dodges away from the gank. Rabbit, good instincts there, and Vici don't have a way to cancel TP at this stage of the game, so they're not killing him unless he just tanks way too many quills.
Yeah, you're actually right. The only stuns they have is Magnus ulti and the Doom's level death.
Yeah, and he doesn't have it yet. And Moo's coming in bottom lane. He's got a split ready to go. Vici should not be sticky around for this one. They want to get out, but the clap's already come through an FY, and now the Earth Panda comes. Boulder tosses there, can cyclone another hero while they pull him back in.
He's gonna
Look to finish him off.
Bristol.
Didn't actually cyclone anyone. Nope,
Cyclone
still
the
waiting.
Bristol deck, maybe.
Now cycloning not cycloning the Doom. Want to make sure they secure this kill. But while they're busy doing that, they lose the Rubik. The Bristleback's able to clean him up. They do finally kill off the Doom. Remember, it is a support Doom, so not the hugest loss in the world. Shang might be the next one on the list as Ice 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 continues to stack up the right clicks. Fenrir also dropping low. Ice 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 forced to abandon him, turns and accepts his fate. Thought he might have made his way out. Well, how mid? Doesn't have
He's gonna
a
get caught. I think he's gonna get caught regardless. Oh no, he has the skill up from the morphing. But because like the Drunken Haze has a decent slow though, 14%. It's quite good.
Yeah.
I don't think he was getting out of it.
Yeah, could have maybe baited him a little more, but
and he just wanted it's like, you know, your instinct before you die, you want to just do as much damage as possible. Or middle lane.
Speaking of damage, they want to do damage to Hal, but with no Doom, they just can't threaten him.
Yeah, they can't.
And also, the tier 1 top was denied while all that was happening. Black managed to prevent that tower gold from going the full amount from going Newbee's way, but still, it seems like in game 2, the greed might have been just a little bit too much from Vici. They're down 2k gold, 3k experience already.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, if it was a Enigma in the jungle instead of a Doom, they would probably have gotten a lot more done pushing or just ganking. But because it's a Doom, the most he can do is just control runes, and if someone is caught out of position, Scorcher can try to right click, and that's about it. He doesn't offer as much for his team compared to a jungle Enchantress or a jungle Doom. Sorry, a jungle Enigma.
Yeah, I think Vici actually banned the Enchantress, but the Enigma was still there, and I thought they might go for it.
It was there. The Enigma was there for them to pick it if they wanted to.
Yeah, you were like, oh, they should get a jungler. I'm like, Enigma? But they wanted to go Doom.
Then they went for Doom jungle. I was like, okay.
But it will give you something that's much stronger against the Morphling later on. So.
Yeah, obviously it's better, a lot better late game, mid game, but it's just greedy. You are gonna pay a price for that, and he's gonna stack up and do his tornado. His dance, gonna get his level 6 from that middle lane. Meanwhile, Hao is gonna get the last hit, and Super coming in with the invis is not gonna be able to deny the tower.
This is so frustrating. Like, I have an invis, there's a hero pushing it mid, but I have no Doom. I don't have a Skywrath nearby. I can't do anything. That's...
Yeah. My Doom is still dancing away.
He's chilling, man. He's practicing his surfboarding skills. But Panda's got a blink. And Moo's also got arcanes. He's not even rushing this blink. That's a really fast blink arcanes. 3-0-0 already.
Three kills and 2 towers. It's very, very fun. And here we go, the smoke.
And the move.
Dear.
And unfortunately for Ice Ice Ice, he's walking right into it.
Ice looks like he's gonna die, I think.
Well, we're about to...
Oh, he got the stack off actually on the Ancients. They don't care about him. They want to kill the Magnus maybe. Or kill the Clinks in the jungle. The Bristleback is a very tough target.
They're really diving for this. And now that Super's used the skewer, it's an opportunity to blink in. They will immediately RP. Super will, but then he dies anyway. So RP down, nothing changed. Rabbit trying to TP out top lane, and the TP scroll gets him back just in time. So another miscue from Vici Gaming, another successful maneuver from Newbee. And now they're looking for more. Rabbit brings in the mid lane. He's already got a mech up at 10 minutes. Jesus Christ, Newbee's got a lot of gold in their pockets.
Wow, they're gonna TP the Bristleback in.
This is unbelievable. They've got the Blink Arcanes. Morphling now is already sitting on his Perseverance if he wants to pick it up. They're diving Ice past the tower. They're going to split for him. Boulder tossing and just running down the Bristle. A few more right clicks. He does Magic Stick up. I don't know if they get this kill. In fact, they will be forced back off. The Magnus Cyclone up in the air. Remember, doesn't have RP. Can't offer a ton to his team, but will skewer the Pandas back. Well, then gets waved over anyway. Another death. That Blink Dagger is a long way off, but Fenrir's death is soon to come. Just gets smacked down by the Panda. clapped and then easily dealt with.
Oh,
And
this looks really bad for them though.
this is, I
LD.
mean, where's the comeback? Like, Clinks is not that farmed. Bristleback's getting closer to a mech.
Okay,
Magnus
you're
just
gonna
died
see,
twice.
you're gonna see the comeback in 1 second.
Is it the Doom?
Just wait.
The Doom Midas?
Just wait. Oh shit, it's like
I mean, there's only 5 heroes, Winter. There's only so many places the comeback can come from.
oh crap.
You're losing it, man. But yeah, before that whole sequence of events, Super had 900 gold. Like, Blink was maybe 4 or 5 minutes off if he didn't get picked off. Maybe a bit less if he got a kill. And with that death, the 2 deaths, he's got 300 gold. He might not have a Blink before like 19 minutes. But maybe they'll get some towers.
I'll say something to be fair. Like, I don't necessarily think that Magnus needs to rush. Needs to get an arcane boost that can rush the Blink actually.
Well, speaking of rushing, there's a skewer in from Super. Does chase down Hao, who has a replicate ready to go. Could go for an RP, but just out of range for it now.
Oh, Rabbit!
Instead finds Rabbit, who walks back into that one.
Oh, he missed micro. He missed micro.
Goo,
He was microing his strengths.
And a few more right clicks will finish him off. But Hao still dives in deeper. Looks for Fenrir, but really Ice 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 is the one he should be chasing. And Mood blinks to the north, giving Ice 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 a slight opportunity, a chance at getting out, he thought, but he was wrong. No way out.
In the end, that missed micro turned out well. They got a kill.
And they do
Oh, no.
the double silence. He's definitely not clapping in this fight. But that leaves Hao free to roam, and no more stuns to deal with him. They lose the Panda. It's still a trade, though.
He denied him. He denied him.
Oh, he denied him. Uh-oh. Eesh.
There's a lot of experience taken away.
That is the strongest hero in the game right now, I think. Although Morphling might be...
Is he the highest?
Ahead.
Is he the highest level? Yeah, he is the highest level.
They're both level 11. Morphling's like a few creeps ahead. But basically, the strongest hero in the game, it would have been a really big win for them. So we're seeing a very different style of Clinks, Winter. We saw Eternal Envy's Clinks earlier, and it was much more roaming early on, a quick bottle to help control the runes, much more active with the team. Black has just been farming. Do you think like the Eternal Envy style would have been better this game? Does it not matter because of the draft, or what do you think?
I think it's different players, different play style, but it's also the team composition. If you look at Vici's composition, if he roams, they're already behind. How are they gonna get kills with Skyrath one support alone? It's not that easy. He needs to be like, getting more farm and trying to get big items to deal damage. That's how I feel about the situation they are in now. He shouldn't try and roam because they are losing. If he roams, he can't get kills, and they can't get. They fall further behind.
So you think this is the right build, or should he even go greedier and go?
I mean,
Midas?
it's no right or wrong though. I'm just saying in what is his team's situation right now, and then that's the reasoning why he's doing this.
Gotcha.
And maybe it's also because Black is always a more farm oriented type of player.
Yeah,
Different players' personalities reflect on their item choices.
You're being very zen about this. I just want you to say if it's good or bad. No, just kidding. Uh-oh.
I mean,
Black's really... Oh,
I don't think that's good or bad. It's just I feel it's.
No,
both is
I
also-
fully agree. I'm just messing
Yeah,
with you.
it's hard to say whether it's good or bad though. It's depending on the player itself.
The tower deny top from earlier was answered back, and as Newbee will deny their tier 1 top lane. But Banana has stolen Shockwave. Doesn't have the arcane boots to spam it, which is a bit unfortunate for him, but also stole Death Pact earlier, so sitting on 1100 health. Man, you mentioned the Rubik pick versus just Magnus and Doom, but some other great spells to steal here besides the big ults.
Oh, super.
Oh no, he's skewered in! Almost directly into their team. He's very close to shattering.
He was running away from the Panda.
Very,
he was
very
running away
close.
from the Panda.
Banana will go for the TP out and just makes out safely while the Panda split on the backlines. Brings down Fenrir for that, and looks like the TP out was barely successful in the end. Magnus just surviving. Close call, but still they're waiting for Black to get online here. And the issue is like he's getting this Orchid after the Morphling has Lincoln's pretty much.
It's still useful because of the Panda. Panda opted to go for the X Scepter first, which is very understandable because they're leading. If you can get it very early, it's very strong.
And they do still have Doom as well as Skyrath, so if they get 2 of those heroes together, they can probably kill Hal.
Oh no, Ice is in trouble. He gets hit by the
He's
Ice
trapped by
Blast.
the trees. He actually tried to make his way out of this one. He has got mech available, but can't
Oh,
pop it
Doom.
just yet. In
It's a
fact,
big
Hal
kill.
gets doomed, and they do manage to bring him down. He overextended a bit for that. Super skewering forward, close to Rabbit, but still doesn't have the blink. He's getting close to it, though.
Oh, that was actually really huge. Hal was like few hundred away from his Lincoln Sphere and he died.
Oh, Black has spotted out the rotation. I don't think they have
The dust.
detection. Oh, they do have a
But they have
dust.
dust.
But they wait
Why
a
not?
little
They
while.
have
They
dust.
just clipped him. Doesn't matter. He's too fast. I don't think they get this one. They're pushed back by a Magnus Shockwave.
I think they could have gotten a kill if the dust came earlier so that the Prophet knew where he exactly could TP to just spout the clings.
Yeah, there was RP there and Skewer cooling down and no Panda split, so it would have been risky, but
Yeah, true.
they had
That
the
would
shot.
have been quite risky. But the Panda was going to have his Axe Scepter very, very soon. He's just like 1k off. It's gonna be like some 20-minute Axe Scepter. It's very, very powerful if you get it that early.
Yeah, he's not the only one farming. Rabbit's got a Necro 3 on the way. Your Rubik picked up an Urn, which is pretty good for the 5 position, along with just the constant smoke purchases, wards, and he's got his levels up. And meanwhile, Morphling Lincoln's very soon. That death did delay it, though, by a significant amount.
He was supposed to get it like about probably 1 minute ago, maybe around 17 or something. But yeah, he delayed him about 1 minute and 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, something like that. But I don't think he cares too much about it right now. He's still in a very good position to keep farming the map. The Prophet and Morphling, and the map is already so open. They're going to be extremely happy about this. Until the point where the Doom gets a blink, they don't have to worry too much about getting caught.
They're
But when the
sneaking
Doom
rough.
has
They just TP'd in the Prophet. Moo ran
Yeah,
in
why
here,
not?
I think
Why
with
not?
an
They
Invis rune.
Yeah,
just
they're
gonna go for
controlling
it.
the map and they saw the Treant saw the supports rotating at top, so they easily know that where the position of the enemy team is. So the rush is actually a very safe choice for them.
But it's a
Yeah.
very slow choice for them, and Vici are making their way towards it.
Yeah, they need the Morphling
And
inside
Super's got a
the
Blake as well. This could be
Ah.
bad. They gotta be careful. Blake's not up on the. Oh no, he just got it. They've got the
No,
double Blake.
I don't think they know. I don't think they know what's going on. So
Okay.
they probably just try and smoke or just try and push bottom out first. I don't think they'll go for the rush so soon. And they have no means of
I
checking.
think, I think you're right. And if maybe they do come that way. Ice is heading to the left. They're converging on the pit. This is gonna be close. No.
Oh no, they are.
Come on.
Yeah,
Come
they're
on,
actually
guys.
gonna just guard.
Right over
They're
there.
gonna guard black.
Right over there.
They're gonna guard black. Oh no.
Do they? Oh, okay. Well, now they got it back. No, now they want to go in. They'll Doom Moo immediately. Then the RP comes through, connects on 2, skewering them back into the rest of the team. Hal and Banana caught out of position into the Scarf Mage ultimate, but still Hal's kept alive. He's able to lift through it. Bind back immediately will be the Rubik once to rejoin the fight. And although they doomed Moo, they didn't kill him. They didn't even really scratch him. Now he can turn this one. He's got split ready. Goes in on Black. Is there detection available here? Don't see any. So in the end, well, it's going to be Banana rejoining the fight. They lost their Magnus, but although they doomed the Panda, they just couldn't even scratch him. He's way too tanky.
Yeah, because the RP didn't. I mean, if the RP actually hit the Panda, then probably they would have been able to kill him. But the RP didn't hit him, so they didn't have enough. Like we were talking about lockdown. What lockdown does VG have? Just the RP and nothing else.
If they were just like 3 to 4 seconds sooner, could have been very different, Winter.
This is hard to stop. Necrobook level 2. This is level 2 Necrobook.
Yeah, and they don't have they still have the Panda split, and they don't have a Doom to address it, nor do they have RP. They also have Clinks, who's just, although Orchid's up, doesn't really have that much damage right now, and we'll have to see. Blake Skewer goes in, pulls 2 back in, Moo
that was
deep
a
behind
really
enemy
good
lines.
skewer.
The Brewmaster might go down before being able to split. Can he get it off? He's still silenced, and he actually will go down before popping it. Ice though will also fall, and now it's a buyback on the Brew. Newbee have a real sense of urgency. They want to end this game right now, or at least take the commanding lead of the Racks. But I think they'll have to settle for a tier 3.
I think they should though, because they have the RPs. I mean, they have the RP and Doom. Oh, Doom is coming back online now. Oh, this
they
is
still
gonna
have
be
Aegis
dangerous.
for Hal.
Oh, this is gonna be very tense for them because they just used the buyback and they didn't do too much with it.
Well, they do have Panda ult up. They could,
They can
but
still
but the
go.
RP and Doom are up now. Yeah, it's a much more dangerous push. Nice blink skewer there.
Yeah, it was really good Blink Skewer. Gustav would approve that.
Gustav approved.
They're gonna jump them.
There's your
oh no, he
Doom.
got the Doom on the Panda!
It's on the Panda. Where's the follow-up? There's the follow-up.
Okay, that's the
RP's
follow-up.
there. Banana stole it.
Stolen
He's
RP.
coming back in, baby. Catches out too. Then they get clapped or right-clicked and brought down. Hal's there as well. Moo's still alive. He's gonna be able to split soon. Dune's about to wear off, and he can split. He'll do it, and he'll look to turn the Earth Panda aspect in the back side of the fight, but it doesn't matter. They'll still get ice for this. Everybody barely surviving on the Radiant side, aside from the Prophet. FY makes his way out, and your Clinks is now faced with the unenviable task of trying to base defense when Panda hunting. Can't find anyone. And here we go, high ground.
I think this is Rex already.
And they still have Aegis. No Doom, no
My
RP.
God,
and
why
still
is he
Aegis.
not dying?
He TP'd home and replicated back, so he had a second life, a full set of HP. Trying to blink stop. FY really wants to slow this one down, but he's probably blinked into his demise here. Gets waved on. Hal's gonna kill him off. Then mech'd up. They finally managed to finish him off, but it's been a very costly defense. Newbee are just pressing the kill switch right now, burning down the melee racks, looking for the range racks as well. Super. I mean, what does he do? He can blink skewer, then he'll probably just die to whoever he catches. So
He needs another Gustav approved skill for them to get a kill.
that was such a good RP steal by Banana. Oh
Yeah,
my
but
goodness.
he didn't actually RP too many, it was only 2. But they still won the fight because they were ahead, and not to mention, the Brewmaster didn't die from the initial Doom.
Well, I think that's like getting those two made sure the Brew lived though.
Yeah,
I
true.
feel.
That's another reason, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it wasn't a 5-hero RP. Still, considering everything flying around, he was very quick to react there.
Oh, they saw him. They saw him.
And the Clinks is just, at this point, like, Clinks can't really do much to help the team.
Yeah, he needs a BKB, he needs a blink. Oh, he's gonna skewer the... Okay.
Well, he can kill Banana with that skewer.
And Banana's gonna have a long time off because he used buyback the last time off. So this is quite a good kill. So they can push out the lanes and stall the push for like a good minute or 2.
He also lost, I think, was he still sitting on RP? I think he still was waiting for it to cool down.
I don't think it mattered that much, but yeah, I think he was sitting on RP. Didn't see.
Well, they would have had Panda split on RP if they wanted to go again, but...
Yeah, true. It was actually quite a big kill. Because they can push with the split, the RP, and the... Okay, the Aegis is actually gone now.
But the shotgun's up. And Hal's ready to use it. In terms of shotgun targets, there's really just the Skywrath. Clinks, if he doesn't have Death Pact up, might die to it. Well, actually, Mag's close, but...
I think he can actually deal around 1.3k damage actually to it. Around there, something like that. The Clinks will be close to dying if he doesn't have Death Pact up. Maybe even...
And now they jump
in.
in. RP's there on 2. They need to finish off Moo before he splits, and they skewer him back right as the Skywrath Mage ult ends. Quick and surgical. They find 2. How immediately retaliates though. Pulls out the Sawed Off and just blows off one hero's face. Could he get doomed? He will! He's strength morphing? Not able to. And he will go down. That's 3 dead. Skywrath Mage, the only trade, and hardly worth it. Great counter initiation.
Yeah. That smoke timing was really good. So
don't count this Vici gaming team out yet. They're down on lane of Rex, but they seem to just have the, if not more confidence, then as much confidence. And
oh, he got
still doomed. He's still doomed, but now he's silenced. He can't use it. Poor Rubik. Maybe he can. No.
Oh no, that's four heroes down from that.
4 and Rabbit on the run.
Yeah, gonna get much stronger now towards the late game. The Empower on the Bristleback, plus the RP, and the King's getting more items. Once he has his BKB, I think he's gonna feel really confident standing and just delivering damage towards the enemy team. He's not that far away from his BKB though.
And Hal's Morphling has been just basically in control of the game so far, but that's really going to change once Kling gets a BKB, because he could just go right into the fight, doesn't have to worry about getting shotgunned.
Yeah.
Can't really be damaged. Can just start shredding supports.
The ideal target, I think, to kill the fight is to try to kill the AA before he drop ulti or the Rubik first. Then that would be really nice for his team. They can't really do too much. They don't have Gold Scepter. They only have a 4-star. They have a gem on the Rubik though.
I thought Moo was gonna have his eggs a while ago, but
yeah,
he's
I thought he was gonna. Yeah, he bought out. Yeah, that's the thing. He bought out. He died ball out, and then he died twice in a row or something like that. Lost a lot of gold. He was supposed to have this like quite a while ago.
Yeah, don't forget Newbee did get a lane of Rax earlier when they those buyouts weren't for nothing. But one lane is not enough against I guess it's a quad core basically.
Yep. Quad core with one stun RP. They need to make use of that RP.
And Empower, which almost like makes each core like a super core, basically. Especially the Clicks. But they might find super. And the Blake claps there. He will skewer away, but just the shotgun following him anyway. And just dies to the Prophet ultimate. Now Ice into the pit, wants to TP out Cyclone.
Oh, they didn't see. There was no
see.
vision. There was no vision. He needed to walk in the pit.
Yeah, you need to walk in. You're right.
Oh, that was gonna be a disaster if they actually caught the pistol back as well.
Yeah, at that point I think they just take the mid-Rex.
They're still gonna get the objective done. The tower at top. They need to expand. They need to have buybacks. You know, the next fight. Bristleback has buyback for next fight. It's gonna be crucial. Black already used his buyback the last fight. He's gonna steal a tier 1 at bot.
Bottom lane. Black's been spotted out. They bring in the dust. They bring in the reinforcements, and the Prophet finishes the job, gets the kill, and shuts down the Clinks.
If he TP'd sooner, he would have lived after the tower. Just TP after the tower down.
Yeah, he did get the tower, and they need that gold desperately.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's gonna be out for a long time as well. The last fight he bought out.
Did he
so he's gonna be on the sidelines for quite some time.
No, yeah, and he doesn't have BKB yet either.
Yeah.
He's actually not close.
He was quite close just now until he died.
I don't see anything on the courier. Oh, okay. No, that's Ice's Mithril armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Probably not that close.
Ice is close. Actually, he's got it now. But Black is a long way off.
The rush is okay. How do you read this? The rush is gonna just be the next thing. This is what, 1 minute off the actual rush coming up.
This
correct?
is 2 minutes. Well, like a minute and 3/4, I think.
Where is the needle supposed to hit? 12 o'clock before the Roshan spawns?
Hold that thought. Vici Gaming are smoked. They're heading top. They want how.
Then
might
need to
find
RP
him. Oh, boy, Fly does connect at least with the Shivas, and How doesn't actually have a replicate available, so he's really got nowhere to go. Moo does jump in, gets off a nice clap, but he does split afterwards, and that's what they really needed. He's able to throw out enough damage to bring a few down. Ice, he's next. Really nothing he can do at this point. How just lives through the doom. Continues strength morphing, and that might be that Winter.
Yeah, that was a really good. That was a really good bait though. He knew they were coming, and the moment they saw the Shivas, like his team told them they are here. Like some players would have already waved away or just tried to hide, but he just stood there. He knew he wasn't gonna die, and he just drank Morph to live through the whole thing. That was a very good play by the Morph thing.
But yeah, each for the Roach timer, each of the hash marks is 1 minute. So
why do they have to change it? The last one was already good.
I think it's the same. It just like turned a little bit. Like instead of being like straight up and down, it's just like at an angle.
So it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same. It's just like turned a tiny bit. I don't know why.
Okay. It looks different to me
It's
though.
like a drunken clock. Maybe it's because it's so late at night here.
Oh dear.
We're just losing our minds, Winter. Game 3 next though, and what do you think, Winter? You've seen one game of Newbee. You've seen this Vici team a few games now. Do you have any opinions, or too early to really form any?
Too early to form any, but I just feel that this game, the downfall was just being too greedy. That's it. Support Doom is just greedy to the. It's just like that's something that you would never get away against a good team. It's very, very difficult to pull a support Doom off.
And especially when you're also running like Magnus Vid, who's not really the strongest laner, 1v1, and you're running a Clinks who needs help.
Yeah, basically it feels to me like this is like something C9 grid. Obviously they wouldn't do some jungle Doom. Their grid is a different type of grid, but just this type of grid against Newbee was just, for me, way too risky to pull off. It's very difficult to execute.
Agreed. Guys, we've got one more game coming up for this series, and then we move on to the final semi-final of the day. That's going to be Navi versus Cloud9. I'm LD, he's Winter. You can follow him at Winter Dota, myself at LD Dota, and of course, the lovely K-Pop Tosis at K-Pop Tosis. We'll be right back for... He doesn't like lovely, apparently. Ruggedly handsome K-Pop Tosis. We'll be right back for the deciding game number 3. You're watching Beyond the Summit. Stay tuned.